Hey, all right, there we go. Welcome to the show. This is Playing with Myself. I am Trey. Um, we are going to play a new adventure this week. We had been playing through The Tyrant of Zentel Keep by Paul Bimler, but the next part of that is not ready yet. So, we are going to divert from that temporarily and play these interesting Pathfinder adventures that I found. They are standalone adventures designed for a single player with no GM, and all you need to play is some dice, a D6, a D8, a D10, a D20, a pencil, or in my case, this multicolored pen, some paper, or this notebook, and this adventure. So, we will do that together momentarily, but first, welcome. If this is your first time on our channel, doubly welcome. You should give us a follow. We do all kinds of gaming content surrounding Dungeons and Dragons, and we are also doing this interesting mystery box thing on Saturday afternoons now. That was fun today as well. We are getting close to the end of that first piece of the mystery puzzle. But with no further ado, here, this is just me playing with myself, with you, the audience. So feel free to, I'm watching the chat as I go here, so feel free to throw your ideas out. Go ahead and tell me what you think I should be doing or that I'm doing something horribly wrong. As far as the rules here are concerned, this module actually says, the rules are explained as you play. Begin at paragraph 1 and proceed from there. So there's nothing to know. You and I are about to find out exactly what this is together. And so with no further ado, I introduce you to Party of One. Alsosar, Emanli, and the creatures from the Fallen Star. I am Alsosar Emanli. Your name is Alsosar Emanli. For as long as you can remember, you've been drawn to the beauty and power of nature, and at a young age you were apprenticed to a master druid named Cylindral. Sure. He has taught you many things, from reading the stars and chancing the divine power of nature to the art of combat. Tonight, at dusk falls, Cylindral calls you to a small clearing in the forest. The moon has waned to a silver, but the stars provide all the light your keen elven eyes need to see. Alsosar, he begins. You have learned so much, and soon you will venture out on your own, but to ensure you are ready, I have prepared a series of tests for you. First, a test of combat. The world can be a harsh place, and at times you will need to fight. Cylindral waves his hands over a series, and offers a series of prayers in the secret language. He offers Cylindral waves his hands and offers a series of prayers in the secret language of druids. Before you appears a large badger. You know it's not a real badger, but a magical conjuration that will fade away once the spell has broken. Prepare yourself, Cylindral says, and you grab your sickle as the badger lunges towards you. I'm gonna fight a badger. I am gonna fight a freaking badger. Alright, it looks like this red text in the book means that this is rule time. So let's read these rules. You must now fight the badger. In each round, you attack, and then the badger attacks. To attack, you roll your d20 and add your attack bonus. If the attack hits, if the total is equal to or higher than the badger's armor class, D&D rules. If the attack hits, you deal damage. Roll your 6-sided dice and subtract the result from the badger's hit points, noting the new hit point total on your paper. Now make an attack for the badger. Yeah, okay, it's just telling me how attacking works. Cool. So it looks like my sickle does 1d6, and my attack bonus is +5. That's not bad. Armor class is 17, and my hit points are 15. Dope, 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 dope. All right, all right, all right. Let's fight this badger. What's the initiative? Is there initiative? I guess I go first, then the badger, then me, then badger. Okay. All right. So I am going to attempt to hit the badger. I got a 2 on the d20. This is starting off like every other playing with myself so far. Nailed it. So that's a 7 to hit the badger. The badger's armor class is a 13. He is a well-armored badger. No. So then the badger tries to hit me. He rolls a 3 on the d20 with a +1 to his attack. My armor class is 17. The badger also doesn't hit me. So far, we are both incredibly terrible at this. I rolled a 6 that time. I'm still not going to hit the badger for an 11. No. Badger goes for me. 17. Badger hits me this time. So now the badger does 1d4 biting damage. Oh, he does 4 damage. So I am down from 15. 15. I am down to 11. Okay, that's rough. All right. Now I go to hit the badger. I got a 10 that time, +5. 15 hits the badger for a d6. I got 6 damage. The badger only has 9 hit points. So the badger is down to 3. And the badger bites one more time with a 2 on the dice, doesn't hit me. And I have a 16 on the dice. I hit the badger one more time. Got to do better than 3. Got a 6 again. The badger dies because I'm a badass and I know how to handle a badger. Badger. That's a sloth. Not a badger. All right. So if I reduce the badger's hit points to 0, read 49. If the badger reduces me to 0, read 55. Well, that would have been tragic. But no, I'm going to 49. So we then need to write down the progression as well. So let's write down progression. First stop, 49. So it told me at some point to write down my hit points and all of the things. So progression. All right. 49. With a final slash of your blade, the badger vanishes, transported back to whence it came. Satisfactory, Cylindral says as he weaves another magic spell and then gently touches your forehead. You feel your cuts and bruises melt away. You have passed the test of combat. For your competence, a reward. He hands you a vial containing a viscous fluid. Focusing on it, you sense a magical aura. Douse your sickle in this, and it will strike true for one battle. You have gained an oil of magic weapon. Note that on your paper. Incoming. Oil. Man. Got it. Wait, no, I shouldn't drink the vial. It's probably oil. It's going to kill me. What are you trying to do here? I feel like you don't have my best interests at heart. And I regained all of my hit points because he loves me like a father. He's my new daddy. 15. Thank you, daddy. Oil of magic weapon. You apply the oil at the start of combat until the end of... Wow, that's such a violent table flip with the cartoons. Combat. You use this oil, it is destroyed. You have also been magically healed of all damage. Now read 10. So now progression jumps to 10. 10. All right, we jump back up. 10. Cylindral leads you through the forest, stopping at the entrance to a small cave you don't remember seeing before. A small cave you don't remember seeing before. Tell me, he says, whose cave is it? You carefully examine the surrounding cave, searching for signs of who may live here. You are making a rule voice. You are making a skill check. In this case, a survival check. To make a skill check, roll your d20. And add your skill bonus. You have a +7 to your survival skill. So roll a d20, add 7. Oh, I should do this way less condescendingly, because it's actually kind of teaching people how to play D&D at its core. I got a 4 on the dice, so it's going to be 4, 7, 11. No. Yes. 11. If the total is 10 or higher, read 35. It is. So, progression, 35. Searching the ground near the cave, you notice shallow footprints in the dirt. A four-toed predator. Okay. Claws show. So it's not a cat. Okay, I see what they're getting at. There's claws, so it's not a cat. And it's too large to be a wolf. Grizzly bear? You say? Apparently that's my voice. Indeed, Cylindral replies. A female bear with cubs. I have placed a child's toy within the den. Your second test is to retrieve it. This is a test of magic, then. Oh, this is a test of magic, then. You know it is foolish to challenge a mother bear in her own den, and while you might best a badger, you suspect fighting a grizzly bear will lead to a grisly end. Fortunately, you have learned and prepared a spell that might let you pass unhindered. Charm Monster. Fortunately, I have learned and prepared that spell. I'm the best. You step into the cave and call forth a magical light, no brighter than a candle. You can now see the grizzly bear huddled over her 2 cubs. One of the young has its arm around a stuffed rag doll, with ears and nose shaped to resemble a bear. The teddy bear. As you approach, the mother stirs. Now it is time for your spell. As a druid, you can prepare and cast a number of spells each day. You are now casting a spell called Charm Animal. Once you have it cast, you will not be able to use it again until the next day. To find out what other spells you can cast, read the descriptions at 64. Okay. Note this on your paper. Okay. Spell descriptions at 64. Got it. Spell descriptions. At 64. Nope, not 69. 64. What are you doing? All right. Note this. Okay. You can cast your spells at any time by referencing 64. But each spell is only available once per day. Once you have cast a spell, you cannot cast it again until the next day. When you cast a spell on another creature, the target gets a chance to resist its effects by rolling and a saving throw. Since Charm Animal affects the mind, the target's will saving throw bonus. Roll a saving throw for the bear by rolling your d20, adding the bear's bonus of +2. Alright, she rolled a 6 on the dice. 2, 8. She got an 8. If the result is 13 or higher, read 6. If the result is 12 or lower, 25. We are going to 25, my friends. 25 it is. You weave the divine power as Cylindral taught you. A peaceful look overtakes the bear's face. She laps your hand with her massive leathery tongue. You step carefully towards the cubs, then gently remove the stuffed toy from the young bear's grip. You slowly walk from the cave and hand the bear to Cylindril. He nods. I see you were successful. You may keep the plaything. Let us go on your third task. Make a note that you passed Cylindril's second test. That would be the rule voice. I'm sorry, hold on. That would be the rule reader's voice. He comes in when it is giving me rule text, which is lengthy and very descriptive. Okay, so I need to make a note that I passed Cylinder. I don't really know. I'm just going on. So, all right. The voice. All right. So now read 7. I need to mark 7. 7. You follow Cylindril again, and soon guess at your destination. The tallest hill within a day's travel of your home. Cylindril often brought you here to gaze at the stars. He taught you the names of the planets and constellations, and tried to school you on their divine meaning for their movements. But alas, this last skill is probably your weakest. Look up, Cylindril commands you. When you reach the top of the hill, tell me what you see. Take your time. You know, of course, that he wants you to scour the sky for any omens, not simply to name the constellations. For an hour, you try, but can only see the stars. Then you spot movement. A shooting star, you say. You know this means an omen, but what kind? I see it. Cylindril's tone signals that something is wrong. As you watch the star, you realize that it's not fizzling to nothing, as they often do. It seems to grow brighter. And brighter still. As it approaches the horizon, and then you suddenly hear it and see it crash into earth. A bright glow erupts not far off, as if there were fire in the forest, but just as quickly as the blaze started, it fades again. This is not what I expected, Cylindril says. Come. Okay. It got real. I don't think this is part of the test. Cylindril leads you back to the home you share with him. He quickly gathers some belongings, including several tattered books and some of the pungent herbs used in magic. I must speak with the others of my order, he tells you. You aren't going to investigate that falling star? I ask. Not yet, he says. Stars may bring things not of this world and hold secrets unknown in nature. It may pose no danger at all, but I ask that while I am gone, you remain here and do not leave the hut. With those words, Cylindril steps outside, transforms into a fucking eagle, and flies away in the opposite direction of the star. Oh, shit. You prepare yourself to rest the night. That's what it says. When a thought wriggles its way into your mind. What if this is still part of the test? And it wasn't to read the stars, but to make a choice. Should you follow the will of your master? Or should you make your own path? Did not Cylindril say that you will soon need to venture out on your own? This is a decision point. Do we decide to investigate the fallen star, or do we remain in the cabin? All right, arguments for going to investigate the star. It would be really badass. Arguments for staying in the cabin. It's warm, and I probably have a good book or two. You know, I don't know what you guys think. but I'm open to suggestions. Thoughts? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Fallen Star. All right, there we go. 14. You gather your belongings and make your way into the forest, heading towards where you think the star fell. As you travel, you notice that the forest is unusually quiet. No birds chirp, no rodents scurry, and even the insects seem to be hiding. Then you hear a painful roar as you recognize the cry of a large, wounded animal. I mean, how would that sound? No, that's bad. You rush towards the sound and soon come upon a horrific sight. A grizzly bear and its two young lie on the ground surrounded by a host of giant multi-segmented worms. Their orange skin is covered with tens of thousands of tiny ridges, and you can tell the head of these worms only by the gaping maw of ringed rows of needle-like teeth. I think this says many of the creatures lie dead, but others feast on the flesh of the largest bear. You draw your sickle and rush towards the battle. You must now fight 3 star worms. Star worms! Run this battle as you did the previous, and remember that you can cast spells by referencing 64. Check your notes for any other advantages you may have. In addition, you will need to keep track of how many total rounds you complete. Note this on your paper. Alright, so the worms get a bonus attack. What's the bonus? They only have 4 hit points, though. How many are left? 3? Their armor class is 12. Alright, so I start then, and there's no initiative roll, so 10 on the dice plus 5, 15 to hit the armor class of the 12 on the worm. I hit the worm. D6 from the sickle. Oh, 1 on the damage. So, worm takes. I'm gonna need whiteboard. I'm gonna need a whiteboard. Stand by. Stand by. Oh god, yeah, the Beetlejuice worms would be ridiculous. Also, glowworms, funny. Do you think it would be the glowworms that wore pajamas? Like, are they wearing pajamas while I fight them? That would be weird. Worm 1. Worm 2. Tray. Oh wait, there's 3 worms. Worm 3. Worm 3. And round 1. Worm 1 has 4 hit points. 4 hit points. Trey has 15 hit points. Worm 3 has 4 hit points. Alright, now let's do this. Oh god. Yeah, of course they're wearing pajamas. Glad you guys are here. It helps. Okay, so now we're fighting these star worms. I hit the star worm. We'll just say it was worm 1. He is down to 3 hit points. Then next up is all the worms. Let's just roll all 3 of them at one time. We got a 4, a 10, and a 10. 4, 10, 10. It's gonna be none of them hit me. None of them hit me. Big glowy, not naked worms. That's a good idea. I think it would take me too long to take off my armor, though. All right. So next round, then I guess Trey attacks. For a 12 on the dice, it's gonna hit these little worm dudes. For a D6, 6. Worm 1 is dead. Is AF. Then the next up is going to be all the worms again. Let's roll all of them at once again. Oh, there's only 2. Let's go ahead and keep the 18. I won't be a jerk. So one rolled an 18, one rolled a 16. So one hits me. What is their hit dice? Is a 1d4. For 2, I take 2. Alright. And then I go again. 10, 15, I hit the worm with the sickle. It's a 2. One of these worms is half dead now. Next up is 2 of the worms. 3 and a 14. 14 is a 15. My AC is a 17. He does not hit me. So no worms hit. Trey goes. Cocked. 4 on the dice plus a 5 does not hit the worm. 2 of the worms go. They both miss. Trey goes. We are in round 4, by the way. Trey goes 5 on the dice. Nothing. Worms go. One of them gets a 19. That's pretty good. Nice guy. Let's do that. He does 2 more damage to me. That puts me at 11 hit points. And I go again. 14 on the dice. Hit the worm. D6. 6 damage. Another worm bites the dust. 1 worm left. He rolled a 16 for a hit again. For 1 more damage. That puts me at 10 hit points. And I go again. 12 on the dice. That's going to hit the worm. 4. Please do more than 4. Jesus. 2. Alright. Then the worm goes for a 9. He's not going to hit me. I roll a 7 or a 1. It's a 7. Well, that hits the worm for 1. This worm has 1 hit point left. Worm goes. Rolled a 4. Trey goes. Rolled an 18. Hits the worm. Worm is dead. I think I went like 8 or 9 rounds. I lost track, honestly. I was going too fast. But point is, I killed these worms, and I only lost 5 hit points doing it. So, suck it. Why does the chat say tits? Oh, all right. I caught it. I caught up. Anyway, all right. So, you reduce the worms to 0 hit points. Go to 65. I did reduce the worm to 0 hit points. So I will proceed on to 65. Thank you. Thank you for that instruction. 65. Cylindral long taught you. Wait, what? No, wait, hold on. I think I did this backwards. Back to 14. Hold on. Hold on. I just recognized something. Where are the worms? Where are the worms? If the worms reduced you to 0 hit points, read 65. No, I'm going to 16. Okay. The final worm falls with a splatter of green blood erupting from its body. You quickly examine the bodies of the fallen 3 bears. If the previous battle took 5 rounds or fewer, read 12. If the battle took 6 rounds or more, read 47. Shit. Going to 47. $47. You check the bears, listening for any signs of breathing, but all 3 are cold and dead. Now read 27. Hey, 27. You continue along your chosen path towards where you believe the star fell to Earth. You soon see signs that you are on the right track. No, the bears fought the worms, and then they were like eating the bears. It was the bears that I went and got the thing from. It was a mama and her babies. It was really sad because they were cute and they were all cuddled up with the teddy bear. Anyway, don't want to relive it. You continue along your chosen path towards where you believe the star fell to Earth. You soon see signs that you are on the right track. Trees and bears. Trees and bushes, bear. Oh no, bears on the brain. Bears on the brain. All right, I'm sorry. Let me get this back on track. Things have derailed. I'm sorry. Trees and bushes bear strange claw marks. Flecks of green blood occasionally dot the landscape. At last you come to the impact site. The woods open into an unnatural clearing caused by a stand of trees being knocked down with sudden force. At the center of the scorched clearing, a bloated, multi-limbed creature extrudes fist-sized spheroids that you think must be eggs. Two smaller versions of this alien-looking monster attend their queen. Judging by the number of violet pulsating eggs, if they hatch, the entire forest and surrounding area would be quickly overwhelmed. These creatures must be stopped, but you worry that you cannot do it alone. You attack these creatures, read 59. If you decide that you will try and find Cylindrol after all, oh, jeez. Okay, it really sounded scary when it said extrudes fist-sized spheroids. So, I do think that fighting them by myself is a terrible plan. But I also think that going to back to get Cylindrol at this point being unsuccessful is a terrible plan. Because now I've been all like, hey, I'm badass, look at me, I'm gonna go out here and solve this problem, but then I'm just like gonna fail at it. So I don't know. I got it. Rolling percentile. Whatever one gets closer to my answer is the way we go. We got a 44. So that means we're waiting for Cylindrol, everybody. Waiting for Cylindrol. Yep. So we're going to go to write that you know secret A. Oh, I need to write down that I know secret A. I know secret A. I know secret A. All right, we're going back to 41. Your home in the forest is several miles from the nearest road, and once you reach the dirt path, you can begin making your way towards where you think Cylindrol may have gone. After 2 hours' travel, the road comes to a narrow wooden bridge. Here stand two humans leaning on spears, wearing studded leather armor. One has a slick black hair and clean-shaven face, while the other boasts a curly red beard and hair. They wear neither official emblems nor coats of arms. You suspect they are nothing more than common highwaymen. Anybody passing this way has to pay us a toll, the black-haired bandit says. Though outnumbered, it's possible that with your knowledge of magic, you might be able to defeat these criminals. On the other hand, you may be able to talk them out of it. And while you carry no money, you might have something they would accept as payment. I can attack the brigands. I can try and reason with them, or I can try to pay them. This was an unexpected turn. Let's try and reason with them since I don't have anything to pay them with? Yeah, 45. I have nothing of value, you say to the brigands, except for information. There are terrible creatures not far from here. If you let me pass, I will bring help that can stop them. I am unable to do so. If I am unable to do so, these creatures will soon find their way to this bridge. Ooh. Ooh. I am attempting a diplomacy skill with a hint of intimidation, I might add. I have a +3 bonus to this skill. Roll a d20. An 11 +3 is a 14. Oh. If your total is 14 and lower, go read 29. 29. Alright, 29 it is. The bandit who spoke earlier scoffs. You trying to scare us? For that, you'll pay twice. First in blood, and then with everything else you carry. The two bandits heft their spears and charge. You must now fight two brigands. Run this fight as you did previous battles. Don't forget to check 64. Look at 64. I might need some help here. What spells do I have? I have Burning Hands, Charm Animal, and Cure Light Wounds. Cure Light Wounds is the most helpful thing here. Each enemy hit suffers 2d4 points of damage. Okay, that might be useful. Wave of fire bursts from your hand. And they get a save though. Okay. That away is good to know. Back to the battle. Alright, so I go first. I'm attacking Brigand. We'll call him Brigand 1. I think. Yeah, we'll call him Brigand 1. I only have 10 hit points currently. So there is that to keep in mind. B1 and B2. Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Okay. So I roll 11 on the dice, 5, 16 to hit one of these brigands, and I do so. Oh shit. We have 4 on the dice for damage, so Brigand 1 takes 4 damage, bring his hit point total, down to 4. Nice, they only have 8 hit points. That is helpful. Alright, now the two brigands both are just going to roll at the same time. For a 20 and a 19. I don't know what the critical rules are in Pathfinder, but I'm going to go ahead and just take the D&D 5e rule and just double damage dice. Jeez. They both hit me, though. I may just die right now. This may be the death of me. Let's roll damage. So it's going to be 2d6, 3d6. Oh, man. 3d6 plus 4. What? It's all ones. It's all ones. They all rolled ones. That is the luckiest thing that could have just happened to me. I was going to die. All right, so plus 4. Wow. Wow, that's only 7. That still puts me at 3, but I was about to die. What? What? Oh my god. Okay. 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 I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I still might die. You're right. I still very well might die. The next thing I have to do is cure light wounds on myself. Yeah. Which is gonna be 1d8 plus 2. Please give me an 8. Oh, 3. Okay, that's 5. That puts me back at 8. And I don't think, I think pretty sure that's my action. I can't do it. Yeah, so they go again. Please miss. 16 and a 13. They both hit me. Yeah, they both hit me. For 1d6 plus 2 each. That's 3 plus 4, 7. I have 1 hit point left. 1 hit point left. And wow. I can't run away. That's not a choice. So, all right, then I attack. I rolled the 15 plus 5 is 20 to hit this guy. The 4, I just killed one of the brigands. The other one rolls a 19 and kills me. Yep. I am dead. Let's see what happens here. Go to 65. Shit. Cylindral long taught you that death is natural and essential part of life. Still, it fills you with terror. Not just for yourself, but for all those at risk from the terrifying monsters from another world. You have died. To attempt a different outcome, return to 1 to begin again. Ladies and gentlemen, I died. Interesting. That played super fast. Oh, don't be sad. I'm not sad I died. Dying is part of D&D. It's part of role-playing games. You die, you just get to do it again a little bit differently. It's fun. Even this has replay factor, and I think what I liked most about this is how quickly this played. Like, it played very quickly. It played very easily. The other one was really text heavy, and this is really light. I like that it's not bringing the entire I like that this is really light, and it doesn't bring the entire cruft of D&D along with it. It basically I mean, this is basically D&D. Emily and Zard are both watching. They play on Sunday with me, and they can attest to the fact that this is just basically D&D. I highly recommend these. You can find these in I found them through Drive-Thru RPG on the store. I found them through Drive-Thru RPG, not DM's Guild. Point being, they're Pathfinder, not D&D. DM's Guild generally is D&D centric. But yeah, these are great. These are great. I enjoyed that. I played through. I got a nice little page of notes to remember this entire session by. So that's pretty great, right? You know. This didn't last 2 hours, even though I have a 2-hour window. I'm afraid that might be a trend, but you know what? I'm not going to play something else today because I died, and that's final. That's an ending. I died. I have 3 of these. 3 of these exist. I suggest you go play them. Even this one. Replay it. Anyway, let's wrap this up. tomorrow, we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons with Attack of Opportunity at 4 o'clock. We are currently in the middle of a Curse of Strahd arc. It's a lot of fun. We're going to most likely be, it's accelerated. I'm not going to do the entire, be in Barovia for 9-10 levels thing. We're going to do an accelerated, abbreviated version of it. But it should be a lot of fun. We're going to start getting into the meat of the adventure this week. Last week was a lot of exposition. But it filled in a lot of information that the players just otherwise wouldn't have. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., you should watch. Next week, we'll be back again with The Solution on Saturday at 1 p.m., followed by this show in the evening again at 7 p.m. I'll be playing with myself, probably another one of these Pathfinder adventures. They're really great. I am watching like a hawk for Mr. Paul Bimler, to release the next installment of Tyrant of Zintil Keep. His solo adventures are top notch, and I am looking forward to the next one of those. Yeah, you should follow us on Twitter at Attack of OP, and that's where you can find all of the current information. We try to post when we do VODs and stuff like that. Yeah, you should follow Attack of Op on Twitch too. Follow us like right now. Just like go do the thing, click on the thing, be like follow, and then you'll know when we're broadcasting live every week. And I'm currently trying to post all the VODs immediately after we're done with the shows. So this one, in fact, will be up in an hour because I have no life. This was fun. Yeah. Woo! Good times. I hope you all come back next week. We'll play with ourselves more. We'll play with ourselves together. We will play with ourselves in public and on the internet. Till next week. Goodbye. I will see you all tomorrow.